Alright, boys, welcome back to the channel. Mac Dr. Bill. Alright, boys, I want to start by saying I thanks and I appreciate every single one of you that have subscribed, like, and comment in the channel. Today we're working on the new motor that's going on the Black Widow. I want to apologize in advance for all these taking up our videos. To some it might be nonsense. To me, this is my motivation, my inspiration. We're here today because obviously we are swapping this motor into that. So rather than just be waiting, I'm doing things making happen. So I want to thank Feli and Ale that came through, and them boys helped me drag that engine all the way from down there to over here. I couldn't do that by myself. That's one. Now I could proceed to simply remove this transmission, every component that I do not need. This is an automatic motor with transmission, so we're gonna convert it from automatic to manual. Obviously I got a new clutch, so the goal is to take out the trans. This alternator's got to come out because it froze on the car before from being sitting, so I have a new one. If I have to get a new belt, I get a belt. I think I got one from that motor that was given to me that looks in good condition. I have to see if it's the one. If not, I'll buy a new one. However, I got everything to go back in from the distributor, source manifold, alternator. I got another starter, obviously, from the assistant transmission from that block, which is basura now. This was the original motor that was on that one. So as you guys seen on the previous video, we took that one apart, everything we needed, so that we could make this one the best motor. On the EK truck, it's got 107,000 on the odometer, so it is a low mileage motor that it needs TLC, cleaning, painting. I will get to that. I'm gonna start getting to it. Get prep off camera a little bit. I put you guys into a little time lapse once I start with the transmission and taking them apart. And simply enjoy this black, boys. All right, boys. So I removed the alternator, the belt that was here left over, few minor things. The oil pressure sensor is loose. I left it there so it doesn't get like dirty or anything. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm just gonna have problem here with the axles because they still there from last time, both sides. So I'm gonna have to get like a crowbar or something to get them out. Yeah, I think the moment of truth that we all are waiting for is this motor good. Do these motors do say even turn? Moment to find out, boys. You guys seeing it? Motor moves free. Barely putting any force. I feel the compressor to the spark plus, to the spark plus, and yeah. Put a stock, boys. So I'm gonna proceed to see what other goodies I could take off that I do not need. Another transmission has got to come off, but again, I got the axles to deal with it. I gotta take them off. So I'm gonna see how I go by and simply take them both out. At the end, if I gotta get new axles for the EK truck and new axles for the EK Civic, that'll be it. I don't mind. I think I might just go that route rather than put these back together. Even though they're good, they're just taken apart, but I don't mess with stuff like that. But as you guys see, the motor turns over. While easy on turns, not locked. One thing I want to mention, I have regular headers for the motor. These are the stocks, so I'm gonna go with it because I'm trying to see if I don't get no check engine light. I don't know if that makes sense. Most times on EKs, when you put headers, aftermarket and such stuff, it's a hard time. They make the check engine light to go away. So I want to keep these. I have the remaining bottom part of the headers, trying to see if I can make that work with that. If not, get the bottom part to it. I got the rest of the muffler, but I figured that I mentioned that in the future, once I pass inspection, by any means I got headers, definitely throw them on. But the motor looks healthy, 107,000 miles. It was an automatic motor, so I know that in beating this car because you couldn't do burnouts or anything like that. It was probably lady driven for all we know or something, so who knows. I do know that this is the donor one. I'm gonna continue to take it apart, clean things up. Headers are staying there. Yeah, I just wanna make as simple as I can and put all the components back so we could throw it on. With that being said, let's get it. Alright, so I took off the starter and the alternator. I do not need neither one. The alternator because it's an automatic. The alternator because I believe it's bad, but I'm gonna save it just in case it's not proven that I tested it as bad. All I know it was in the EKC stopped for a little bit. Now it's not. Other than that, everything is good because I'm leaving everything as it is. Spare parts you guys see me taking from that is just stuff that I may or may not need. But everything that looks good on this one I will keep. Like the BTEC solenoid, I know I have it. I might have to get a new gasket, make sure it doesn't leak. And yeah. Trying to get it buttoned up so I could clean it up at some point some more. Do a little painting here and there and get installed as soon as possible. Also throw in the new trans with the clutch in it. Right, boys, so I got a few bolts out. Most of them are broken loose. I loosened that support because I won't need it. That's for the auto trans. I gotta use the manual trans support when I switch it for the rear. I got that one to remove. I believe I got those two in them brackets holding them, and then these two axles I gotta see figure out how can I remove it. But little by little I'm gonna get it undone so that I can finally break these two free and move on to cleaning and prepping this engine. Slowly getting there. All right, boys. End up removing the torque converter. It had a plate here, so we had to take out the 10 mils that was on the torque converter from the flywheel itself. It was actually holding the transmission. It was not even the axles. like I thought. I end up looking for my boy, the same guy that took off the engine, and within 10 minutes, me and him, we knocked it out, took it apart. This is ready. Now I'm gonna proceed off camera to pressure washer it. Alright boys, this is finished. It don't get any cleaner than that. Time to let it dry and apply primer and start painting this baby so I could throw in the new trend with a new clutch. It was looking like that one. With that, I'm pretty happy. Everything is deep. is being degreased, pressure wash. It makes it a lot easier to touch things. There's no grease, there's no oil. Everything is gonna get painted. Very, very happy. Came out pretty clean. Of course, this is where the sticker used to go. Not worry about that. Could scroll if I want to. But came out pretty clean, man. No grease. Even the orange stick look orange again. That's the way things should be. We're gonna wrap this up here, boys. Yeah, apologies, it's not much. It's not body work oriented, but it's something important for my vehicle after all. If my car is not running, I cannot use it for work. It makes it harder for me to do the body work where it's at. At least when it's on its own power moving, we could move it here, we could move it there. Drive, we could start blogging with it, driving. So the experience will be more dope. So we're gonna wrap it up here. All right, boys. More thanks, and I appreciate every single one of you for subscribing, liking, commenting, staying tuned in the channel. We went from a blowing black motor to a new donor, 107,000 miles automatic motor that we're converting into manual. We removed the transmission. We got a manual transmission from the other motor, a new clutch. I'm ready to go. I'm excited. So, with that being said, thank you for staying tuned. Till the next time. Peace.